Good evening, students. Let us today understand how to derive saving curve from consumption curve. Algebraically, I have already explained you. Yet, let's have a revision once quickly. We already know that C is equal to C bar plus By. We also know that Y is equal to C plus S. On transposition, we can say that S is equal to Y minus C. Because we have to derive saving function, so we'll put it in the form of S. So S is equal to Y minus C. Now from equation 1, place the value of C is equal to C bar plus By. So instead of C here in equation 2, I will write C bar plus By. But as it contains a negative sign, I have placed a bracket. Now I'll open this bracket. On opening the bracket, sign of both the terms will change. Both were positive, so now both will become negative. I'll place Y besides Y minus By. Y was positive, so I am placing here a positive sign, and C was negative. I just placed it here. I have not transposed it. I have placed it here. Now taking out Y as common, so I have derived S is equal to minus C bar plus Y bracket 1 minus B. So from C we have derived S. This was algebraically. Graphically, if you want, first of all you draw income line making an angle of 45 degree. This line is also called aggregate supply curve or Keynesian line, which makes an angle of 45 degree from the origin. Now draw consumption curve C bar in this way. Whatever distance is between O and C, that much distance has to be taken on minus Y axis as OS. So C and S should be equidistant from O. So this is OS. This will be, S will be your point 1. Now wherever C intersects income line, that is E, it is known as break-even point. At break-even point, C is equal to income. Consumption is equal to income. Now draw a perpendicular from E on the x-axis, name it E dash. Now when you get 2 points, with the help of 2 points we can draw a line. So joining this S and E dash, we will get SS dash, which is your saving curve. If you have any doubt, you may clarify during the online classes. I hope it is clear with all the steps. These are the steps of construction. Now, same way, derivation of consumption curve from saving curve. First of all, algebraically. So from saving curve, when you are deriving, so you first of all have to write S is equal to, saving is equal to what? Saving is equal to minus C bar plus Y 1 minus B. This is first equation. We know Y is equal to S plus C. Now when I want derivation of consumption curve, so I need to place C is equal to Y minus S this time. Now same way, I'll place the value of S from equation 1 in equation 2. This is my equation 2. What it contains 3 terms. What I have done actually, I have multiplied Y into 1 as Y and Y into minus B as minus YB. And as these were 3 terms and it was preceded with a negative sign, so I have placed a bracket here. On opening the bracket, everyone's sign are changing. It was minus C bar, it will become plus C bar. It was plus Y, it will become minus Y. It was minus YB, it will become plus YB. You will cancel in the next step, you will cancel plus Y and minus Y, giving you C is equal to C bar plus YB or BY. Graphically, what we will do this time, we'll draw income curve, again making an angle of 45 degree, Keynesian line, and SS dash, which is saving curve. Now you will draw a point which is equidistant from O, like OS, means OS is equal to OC you have to draw. you will get point C. Again, wherever your S dash cuts the x-axis or intersects the x-axis or meets the x-axis, this is break even point, where S savings are 0. Where savings are 0. You can also define break even point as a point where savings are 0. So from this break even point, I'll name it EE dash and I'll draw a perpendicular on the y-axis. I'll get a point E. I'll join C and E, which will give me consumption curve. Again, if you have any doubt, you can clarify it tomorrow during the online classes. Thank you, class.